Welcome to my class. In this class, we will talk about multi-programming operating system. There are different types of operating systems. The complexity level of operating system may vary according to first, the number of users supported, second, the processing time required, and the third one is availability of technology. On the basis of these three factors, we can determine the complexity level of operating system. All operating systems can be classified as depicted in the following diagram. On the basis of number of users supported and on the basis of CPU utilization. On the basis of number of users supported, we have two types of operating systems. The first one, single user operating system, and the second one, multi-user operating system. On the basis of CPU utilization, we have multitasking operating system, multi-programming operating system, multi-processing operating system, real-time operating system, and uni-programming operating system. On the basis of CPU utilization, we have multi-programming operating system. This is again time-sharing operating system. There are two important points in case of multi-programming operating system. First, multi-programming operating system is a case of single CPU in the computer. Second, multitasking operating system is a case of network computer environment. Network computer environment means a computer is connected to some other computer, that is server or some other network. When data is transferred to main memory, that is RAM, the input or output device generates an interrupt, which is a signal to CPU that data has been transferred to RAM. Till that time period, CPU remains idle and only after receiving the interrupt signal from input-output devices, it starts processing. To give inputs and take output is slower process in comparison to the processing speed of the CPU. Since the processing speed of CPU is very high, the CPU has to wait. Thus, the speed of CPU is restricted by the speed of input-output devices unit. In order to utilize the power of CPU more effectively, a technique called multiprogramming has been developed. The concept of multiprogramming is applicable in a multi-user environment. Here a number of users share the same CPU, which means that operating system has to manage the timing of CPU in such a manner so that all the users can execute their programs. This is done by the operating system by performing time slicing. Here it's a case of client-server network. There is one particular server and we have three clients. Client 1 is doing task 1. Client 2 is doing task 2. Client 3 is doing task 3. And all these clients want some information from the server. They send requests to the server to supply the required information to these three different clients. The job performed by three different clients are separate. The moment they ask for a request, the server starts providing them information at the same time. It appears to these three clients that the server is performing only their task, but internally their CPU is shifting from task 1 to task 2 to task 3. How does it actually work? Let's see an example. There are three different tasks which are required by three different clients. Task 1 T1, task 2 T2 and task 3 T3. There are three tasks T1, T2 and T3. Operating system divides the time of CPU among these three tasks. The CPU shall perform for a fraction of second task T1, then CPU shall move on to task 2, then to task 3, then again to task 1, again to task 2, and so on. Look, one thing, there is only one CPU, but it keeps on shifting from one task to another task. It means operating system divides the time of CPU to perform a particular task for a fraction of a second, then move on to the next task. Let's take an example, 3 megahertz, which is equal to 3 million instructions per second, that is 30 lakh instructions per second. If operating system allocates 10 instructions to be executed for each task every time, in that case, it means CPU handles 30 instructions for these 3 tasks in one go. Therefore, in 1 second, CPU attends these tasks for 1 lakh time. The CPU does this particular thing so quickly that to the clients it appears that CPU is doing their job only. CPU jumps from T1 to T2 to T3 in fraction of seconds, and it appears to all users that CPU is doing their job only. Although there is one processor, but their jobs appears to be performed simultaneously. Internally, CPU handles one task at one particular point of time. The operating system allows a program to use the processing time of CPU for a particular time slice, that is few microseconds. At the end of that time slice, the operating system notes the state of the program. Notes the state of the program is how much program has been processed by CPU. So at the end of the time slice, the operating system notes the state of the program and allows the second program to use processing time of CPU for the same time slice. This process is repeated until all programs are executed. Therefore, multiprogramming is the capability in network environment by which the main computer, in our case it is server, by which the main computer can run multiple programs in such a way that it appears to the user that all the programs are running at the same time. In other words, each user feels that main computer is executing only his or her job. Here the same CPU, which is server in our case, here the same CPU is shared by the various programs of various users running on PCs, and so it is also referred to as time sharing technique. Now, what are the features of multiprogramming? The first one is execution of 2 or more programs is called multiprogramming. Second point, it executes instructions from one program and from second, then from first again, and so on. It is therefore referred to as concurrent execution. The separate memory storage is allocated for each program. The allocated area is called partition. In the main server, the work of 3 clients are done separately, and in the memory of the server, the client's programs are kept at a separate place, which is called as partitions. Fourth point, each partition must have some form of storage protection to ensure that a program in one partition will not accidentally write over and destroy the instruction of another. It is also termed as time-sharing operating system. Thus, a multiprogramming operating system performs the task of concurrent execution, partitioning, and storage protection. Thank you very much.